In this video, we are comparing the Xbox Series S and the Nintendo Switch. Which budget type of console should you buy and which one is the best for you? So let's talk about it. So comparing the two different models, we have a lot of differences. Of course, we have the portability difference because Nintendo Switch, we have the touchscreen with the OLED 7-inch screen. It's only via monitor that we get to see the Xbox Series S output. And the Xbox Series S output is at 1440p, while the Nintendo Switch has its limitations with the output. And also, in terms of the hardware itself, the Xbox Series S is a lot of a newer sort of build and model than the Nintendo Switch, which is pretty obvious because, the Nintendo Switch model is, 5 years old now. And the Xbox Series S, as we know, was released in 2020, so it's only a couple of years old now as well. So, of course, the Xbox Series S has the latest hardware, but does that mean it's the best console for you? Not exactly. I feel like the reason why we have this comparison is because we have two vast different sort of gaming consoles. The Xbox Series S is great because it offers a really affordable price for games like, Call of Duty. We've got games like Forza. We have all the Xbox exclusives. We have the whole Game Pass range and a huge backwards compatibility library with the Xbox Series S. I really recommend the Xbox Series S for games even like FIFA or Madden, NFL games, stuff like that, like all the sporting games. You'll probably get the best out of the Xbox Series S. With the Nintendo Switch, I definitely don't recommend any cross sort of compatible games with it because I find there's severe downgrades with the Nintendo Switch. So that's where it sort of falls, a bit short. But for games like the AAA games, we've got Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. These games are absolutely incredible, dude. We've also got, Mario games, Mario Odyssey. Fantastic game. Mario Kart, one of the best racing games out there. We've got Pokemon games, Super Smash Brothers, all those games. We've got even Metroid. So we have a wide range of different games. Games mixed from the AAA games, more mature games. We still have a vast variety of games for the Nintendo Switch. It's also great for accessories. We have a whole bunch of accessories. You don't have to use the Joy-Cons if you don't want to. You can use the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. We've got a whole bunch of accessories that we can use for the Nintendo Switch. Also, for, the Xbox Series S, we do have separate controllers, charging stands, a whole bunch of accessories as well. And we've also got a new Xbox Series S 1TB model coming out. That's the carbon black model. That offers a lot more storage than you will with the Nintendo Switch. Now, speaking about storage, in terms of the difference, I can still fit a lot of games on the Nintendo Switch because we also have these upgrades, little SD cards that we can put in, and they're pretty cheap. They're pretty affordable. You can put about 128 gigabytes for less than $100 in your Nintendo Switch and upgrade all the storage that way. With the Xbox Series S, we already have 512 gigabytes, so that's a lot of storage, but the games are bigger storage. So for stuff like Microsoft Flight Simulator, for example, that's going to be 100 gigabytes. Even Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, that's 111 gigabytes, something like that. So that fills up pretty fast with 4 to 5 games already. Even Forza, if you have Forza, Call of Duty, Microsoft Flight Simulator, that's pretty much a lot of your storage already gone. So you're definitely going to need an upgrade of storage, which costs a lot more. But in terms of cost, we still have the Game Pass for the Xbox Series S, which I've already mentioned before. But because of the huge variety of games, we've got anything from Skyrim, we've got a whole bunch of Assassin's Creed games. We've got a lot of indie titles, stuff like Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Hollow Knight. We've got games like that. If you don't have a game on the Xbox Game Pass, you've also got, the Xbox Store right there as well. Although the Nintendo Switch does have the online store, but games like Red Dead Redemption I picked up for $30 online. So it's definitely worthwhile getting that game. Even, you know, GTA 5, I got that for like $30 as well. So there's a lot of really good, you know, deals going on there. Even games like Cyberpunk 2077, you know, that's pretty affordable as well. So for games like those, you know, the Xbox Series S is probably the way to go. Like, it really depends on what you want to play. You know, two huge different audiences right there. First console was the Nintendo Switch out of the new generation because, you know, I wanted to play Pokemon, I wanted to play Mario Kart, I wanted to play even Super Smash Brothers, Zelda, all those games. So like the first console I went to was the Nintendo Switch because that was, for me, different audiences. Like, and the Xbox Series S, you know, we have FIFA, and even the Nintendo Switch has FIFA, but it's just like, it's not as good as playing on the Xbox Series S for obvious reasons. Like, there's severe downgrades with this console when it comes to games like FIFA and other games like that. So that's why I went for the Xbox Series S as well, is because for me, I wanted to get into the new generation of gaming, and the way to do that was with the Xbox Series S, and it was cheap, it was affordable with the Game Pass, and it's all there. And we have games like, you know, Starfield coming out, which are huge open world games, and the power of the Xbox Series S is definitely a lot better than you will get with the Nintendo Switch OLED. Even though we have like games like Tears of the Kingdom, which are absolutely amazing games, but it's locked to like 30 FPS, you know, we have limited resolutions of these games. While this console can play, you know, 120 frames per second, you know, that sort of resolution as well. And we have a wide variety of games, and, you know, games you grew up with. You know, we have the backwards compatibility with the Game Pass library. So this one's a digital only console as well. Well, this one accepts the cartridges and it has the online store, so that kind of is a little bit of a plus for the OLED Switch to go for that one in a way. But it also depends on user case, like, are you going to be traveling and playing games at the same time? Or are you going to be using this for at home for a budget console gaming setup? Both can do for that sort of thing, but for like, obviously for portability use and doing all that sort of stuff, definitely, you know, the Nintendo Switch is the way to go because you're gonna be able to play all these games on the go. That's a huge selling point for the Nintendo Switch OLED model. So that's pretty much everything in my mind when it comes to comparing these two models. You know, obviously I have both, but both are gonna cater for somewhat two different audiences, you know, for what they want to play. But overall, both are going to be great for what you want to use it for. You know, if you're traveling and want to play Nintendo Switch games and AAA games, it's all down to the games. Then the Nintendo Switch is for you. If you're going to be playing like Xbox games, definitely, you know, Xbox Series S is there for you. This one has the higher output. This one has the more portability. This one, newest generation software with more backwards compatibility as well. While this console, you know, has no backwards compatibility at all with previous generations, but, you know, it still has a great library. This one's more affordable overall because it has the Game Pass. This one doesn't have the Game Pass, and games are still quite expensive for the Nintendo Switch. So it's up to you which one you want overall, but hopefully this video helped. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.